a bit. Here you are. My friend. Hello, my friend. You did got it. You've been crocheting mushrooms. That's awesome. Here, I thought my thing was muted and it was not. So, hello. Welcome in. We are going to play some Minecraft again today. We'll switch over to our game of the day. Hello. Here I am in all of my jackalope glory. No, seriously, we're going to play some Minecraft today. We're going to finish working on, well, no, we're not going to finish. Let's be honest, we're not going to finish. But we're going to make progress on the things that I was building yesterday. I went ahead and blew a hole in the world. I didn't blow a hole in the world very well, but I blew a hole in the world nonetheless. And all of the portion within the yellow sponge line is going to be our maze for the boy. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of reconstructing the trees slightly on this side of the line where we're at right now, because I'm going to take out all the trees on this side, and we're going to kind of go from there. So, without further ado, let's just kind of bash these leaves and stuff in. The maze, I think I'm going to have an object, something that needs to be collected from the center of the maze. So you have to find your way to the middle, and then you also need to find yourself out again. And so I'm going to put an entrance on one side, and I'm going to put a exit on the other side, and I'm going to put a treasure in the middle. Tell me about your mushrooms, my friend. I saw the pictures that you posted in the Discord that were of your mushrooms. So tell me a little bit about them. Why are you crocheting mushrooms? Is it just for fun, or... If you're still there. Hopefully you're still there. Hopefully I didn't miss you. I would be sad if I missed you. I might have missed you. That's all right. Skulls. Oh, there it is. Haha. To make charms to sell them on Etsy. There you go. For his physical therapy team. There you go. In my experience, they may say that you don't have to go anymore to physical therapy, but you are never ever done with physical therapy. If you stop doing your physical therapy exercises, uh, you need to go back to physical therapy eventually. That's my experience. Hopefully, it's not yours. Hopefully, if you are done and you are able to stop, that you can stop and not have to go back. But I don't have that luxury. Um, but that's cool. I always like giving homemade gifts to people when they've done cool things that I like or that I need, and they've helped me out. Come on, all you trees. Get out of here, trees. You're no longer wanted. Oh, look, there's this. There you go. Have you guys ever watched the Minecraft uh, animations that have been done? There's one where they talk about a stick and they like dance around. The boy loves them and he sings them constantly, and I find them horrendously entertaining. So if you haven't checked them out on YouTube, I don't know if Mojang themselves puts them on, but there's like Minecraft Christmas and a whole bunch of really funny ones. And they're just short little silly things. This one is on the side of the line that's going, but like the branches to it were not. So, I mean, gave you the equipment to continue at home. That's perfect. Yeah, you just don't want to stop. At least, again, from my experience. Other people maybe don't need it as much, but no, I cannot stop. If I stop, then I'm in pain. Should we just leave this half a mushroom cap up? We totally should, shouldn't we? Of course, I'm kidding. So what sorts of things do you like to build out there in the building land in Minecraft? Like I said, I'm just playing around with everything right now, learning how to do things and what works, what doesn't, what things look cool, what things don't. Um, and I'm attempting to build a giant maze in this zone to kind of continue along my quote unquote state park or national park vibe that I have going for this world right now. But this part's the tedious part, taking everything down. Oh, you should. Minecraft's actually pretty fun. I didn't think it was going to be very fun. I just dabbled with it because the boy liked it, but like it's actually quite entertaining. They have some free to play add-ons and things that Mojang has come out with. That's the company, obviously, that created the game. And they're like education edition. And right now they have one that's how to spot AI. Like, what can you do to find out if something is AI or if it's actually made? And I thought that was pretty cool. Teach that in Minecraft, really? Okay. But yeah, if they're gonna put that stuff out there, heck yeah, we'll get it. But they have ones about dinosaurs and things like that, so you have all of the information and you have to go on quests and things like that. But that's again, that's the education edition, which is free. But then you also have just this kind where you're just off building whatever you feel like. There's people that do hardcore where like if you die, your world is over. You can't play anymore because your world is gone. Uh, Mostly because you just can't respawn. The whole thing is that you can't respawn, and so if you can't respawn, you can't play that world anymore. So you're done. Um, I have these giant stone pillars in place to kind of show, like from the air, where the corners are of this build, because it's going to be huge. But if you're going to do a maze and do it any justice, it kind of has to be. I discovered in the process of figuring out where the plot was actually going to be that there's like a lush cave or something inside this part of the island. So hopefully when I'm going through to build everything, I've set the ground level up high enough that me flattening the rest of it isn't going to create a giant lush cave that I have to deal with. I mean, if it did, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It just would not be ideal for what I have in mind. And then, are you attached to the other tree? Or are you there? So I've gone through and started to kind of flatten out the area. I added in a layer of stone in every place that was empty. So if you come underneath, you can see that I haven't actually closed in the area. I just kind of put a stone ceiling on top. And what I'm planning on doing with that area underneath is I'm probably not going to do anything to it specifically, but I'm going to put, as best I can, an exterior of ground that'll go up to the level where the sponge is. So it will be kind of like walking onto a hill because everything underneath the stone is going to be contained uh, by the dirt. So it'll look like, hopefully, um, the ground was just always this way. That's the goal. is to make it look like it is naturally occurring, and then the maze itself is going to be made out of like hedge style, because I'm kind of thinking like Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe sort of thing. Why you do this to me? Why you do me like this? What's wrong with you? Who hurt you? Well, that is a thing. That is a damn it. You win. Oh, dang. I really need to come up with a plan for when I fail those miserably, because I will fail them a lot. I fail them every time within moments, I think, usually. Well played. Hey, look, it's an Enderman. And the most fun part about this maze uh, that will be happening when it goes quote unquote live, this will be on survival mode. It's not going to be on creative mode. I'll probably put it on easy, but it'll still be on survival mode. Hi. Really? I should make some water. I have a thing of water in my backpack. I could water you. Do you think you would grow if I did that? Would you grow, or would you... I hear everybody, because it's so dark underneath. How long I got? It's a list. I have 2 hours. I'm gonna be done at 10 Pacific this evening. I would love to hear your list. It will give me something to read as well. I've lost. I've already lost. I give up. But seriously, I do need to come up with a thing that happens when I lose the thing. Like when I say thing when I'm not supposed to. I think I might have had the beginnings of a counter up, where when I lost, you could increase like kind of penny jail, where it counts how many times Penny's been thrown in jail. I think I had it set up, or have something in the works uh that would count it, how many times I've failed at it, because I'm sure it's a lot. Oh, your kitten got adopted. That's fantastic. I know you were hoping they would get to their forever home soon. It is hard though, especially when you've had to kind of raise them to let them go. You have one exclamation point good. What does yours do? Or is that a suggestion of what I should do? I know this part's probably not the most entertaining. I worked on this a lot yesterday after stream to try and get some of it done so that it wouldn't be too boring. I tried to lay the groundwork as best I could. I managed a little bit. I was able to at least get the like the boundary put in and all of that kind of stuff. It drops a message calling the user a good critter and gives Snuggums with a counter. Okay. I think I need to do like a you win counter kind of thing that says, you know, chat has beaten Tink at the word game, you know, XYZ times. It's one of those things where I've got to take the time to do it. And lately I'm finding time to be a bit lacking in some cases. But I should have some time coming up, hopefully. I'm hoping that I can get my model, my avatar done by October so that I can kind of start my holiday and Halloween and all of that off. Because I've been working on something a little bit different and something that I really enjoy and am really liking. It's just taking a bit longer than I want it to, but I would really like to have my model back. So eventually. And I think having that back would kind of give me a little bit of a push in the inspiration department to kind of uh, get get things going and get things started because I'll feel like I'm making progress, you know? Because sometimes you need that little win to kind of give you some momentum. And I feel like momentum has been lacking for me lately. Starting a new job, stress with life, you know, and it gets to you. Plus, we're getting into the fall when it starts to affect my mental health, and you know, But that's life, and we gotta work through it and keep going and do our thing. And my thing right now is making this maze, so we're gonna take out all the trees and things. This right here is just a branch, so it needs to go. I can't really remake that into a tree. I mean, I probably could, but I don't want to take the time to try. I have a feeling this one belonged to the other tree. There. Okay. Now, is this the edge, or is this... I thought that was a black and white cow, and I about had it fit. I was really confused. Yes. So you can see all of the work that I have cut out for me, because this yellow border goes right through. I spent a long time yesterday, because you can see the yellow line going straight through there. I spent a lot of time yesterday figuring out exactly where I could put things that would put me with the most of the hilltop in it. So what I have to do is all of the stuff to the left of the yellow line, all of the stone and stuff, that's going to be the maze. Everything to the right I need to fix. 1 second, I'll be right back. Oh my god, I've been talking this whole time. Ever since I got back from my break, I've been talking to everyone and asking questions, and I'm muted because I'm silly. Grown. All right. From the top. Hi, y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate the raid. I appreciate the sub more than you know. Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing your community and for supporting me. I appreciate you. Um, First stream since your work trip. Yeah, I was watching for a while and it was pretty cool. I haven't played um I haven't played that game. God, my brain just shat the bed because I was muted the whole time and I'm so embarrassed. Um but that I played it when it very first came out and it was Rocket League. There we go. We came to it at the same time that you typed it, I remembered. Um, I haven't played that since it very, very first came out, and it was super fun then. And it looks like it has just gotten better from when I remember. So I'm glad that you came in. That was so much fun to watch, and I appreciate that. If you all need to lurk or get a drink and come back or whatever you need to do, please do that. Lurks are always welcome. I really appreciate the support. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Tinkio for the second time for me, for the first time for you. I'm a Jackalope VTuber, and today we're playing Minecraft. My boy it really enjoys Minecraft, and I am um, building him a world to explore, and I'm kind of doing it in like a national park sort of way. What we're doing right now, I'm going to zoom out by flying way high up in the sky. What we're doing right now inside the yellow border here, we're going to be putting in a giant maze. And in the center of the maze is going to be a treasure chest full of stuff that he needs to find. And he has to figure out how to get from one end to the middle to collect his prize to the other end to get out. And so it's going to be super fun. I have a lot of work to do. We're doing most of it right now, which is great. Playing Siege and Borderlands 4, and then I had to restart Steam because of PC issues. But yeah, real life has been super competitive at lower levels now. No joke. Rocket League, not real life. Rocket League has been. Gosh, I'm having a day. Shub for messing up my name. Always said your name wrong. I go by Tink. I go by Tinkio. I've heard people call me Tinky, which is fine. You can call me Tinky if you want to. Uh, but yeah, so, whatever you feel like. But like I said, if y'all need a couple of minutes to do what you need to do, please do so now. I'm not like Penny. I don't have super awesome things to tell you about lurking. If you've never seen a Penny stream, by the way, Penny is my best friend, and she's the person who got me into streaming. She does stuff off the cuff like you would not believe. She is an improv goddess, and I wish that I had even half her skills because she's amazing. But yeah, that's Penny Piston. She's amazing. She's the person that got me streaming, and I would not be here without her, so shout out to her as well. A drink! Hey, Purpel, how are you, my friend? I'm gonna call you Purpel, even though I'm pretty sure it's purple. If it is Purpel, then I'm doing it right. So it just sounds fancy. Either way, I will hydrate on my deliciously hydrating beverage. She inspired the Penny, and you are a dynamic duo. We really are. We really are a dynamic duo. We do a lot of our streaming stuff together. We do a lot of our real life stuff together. As far as you can, like over the internet, But yeah, she's a very inspiring person. She's an amazing person, amazing VTuber. And I wouldn't have met Shoop if it wasn't for Penny because she turned around. We were standing in line at TwitchCon, and she turned around and just randomly talked to the people behind us in line. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm just making friends." And it was Shoop and it was Jedi Mickey, and we've been friends ever since. So she definitely is outgoing where I'm more reserved. But we all need that friend, don't we? That one that gives you the push in the right direction. Makes you go outside your comfort zone even if you don't want to. But yeah, so welcome in. I'm glad that you're all here. It may not be like the super most entertaining stream ever, just because we're literally going back and forth breaking rock, and probably will be for most of the time. But hopefully the conversation is entertaining enough to keep y'all involved. And if I start to get into a lull, bring something up and we will talk about it, and it'll be great. You want to go to TTVCon so bad? I have not been to that one, but I think that any convention you can go to where you can network and meet other people or get tips and tricks on, how to make yourself better, you should go. Like if you can swing it at all and you're on the fence about whether you should, just do it. You absolutely should. 100%. I am all for it. Why not use the world edit? Um, I I don't know. Oh, you're talking about TwitchCon. I've never heard of. Oh, Twitch.tv con. I don't know. I've only ever heard it called TwitchCon. I didn't know there was a world edit mode, and I'm enjoying myself uh going back and forth. Like I know how to play this game because I don't know how to play this game at all. And I uh, mm, that would be so much easier than what I am doing currently. I don't know how to world edit. I just know how to blow stuff up with TNT. I learned how to do that yesterday in making this giant horrible mess that I made. Oh, it's a plugin, not a mode. Yeah, I have not gotten any plugins for this that aren't like default, I guess would be what you could call them. I just I play my games pretty vanilla, if I'm being honest. I'm not huge into modding things because mods always break or, whatever. I don't know. I'm just doing it this way. I'm doing it hard mode. I'm doing it hard mode so that when I finish, I feel more accomplished because no, this is the I've played Minecraft for probably like a month, maybe. I have not played it much at all. Story time. She did a raid message involving a raptor, and it gave me the idea to do a raid message involving the guardian raptor, and it just became part of my raid greeting message where the guardian raptor is mentioned. If you need to get a drink, if you need to grab a bite to eat, if you need to locate the guardian raptor to make sure the chickens in your neighborhood's or in your neighbor's yard are all accounted for or something like that. That's what I meant. Ah, yeah, no, she does that. Off the cuff, just amazing. But yeah, no, I have not played Minecraft. Um, I've watched some YouTube videos with my boy who I'm making this world for. I have uh gone through and mined things, sort of. This is the first creative world that I've played where I've actually had like an idea of what I wanted to make, and now I'm making it. So, yeah. The only mods, add-ons, textures um that I've gotten, I have the one that makes me look like an Enderman wearing a suit, and I have like the vibrant visuals, but I think that came with it. Um, I don't think I have vibrant visuals on this world currently. I might. I don't know. But yeah, no, I just have kind of, this is out of the box basically. I'm also playing on Bedrock. I'm doing this on Bedrock instead of Java, so there's a lot more stuff out there I've found for Java Edition than there is for Bedrock. From what I've seen, that may or may not be actually true, but from what I've seen, that seems to be the case. Um, and so I'm doing it on Bedrock because the boy can only play on Bedrock. He doesn't have a PC of his own yet, so he can't play on Java Edition. So there have been a few things that I've had to learn that was like, oh, do it this way, and then I found out, oh no, that way is the you can only do on Java, and I'm like, oh, well, okay, well, how do I do what I want to do now? Like how to make a marker on a map. It seems pretty straightforward and easy on Java, not quite so on Bedrock, but it's possible. So that kind of thing. I think there's a lot, I think it has a lot more stuff because Java is more of a like it's a programming language. So there's a lot more people that do Java than some of the other languages out there. So there's just more people to write the add-ons and things for, you know? Bedrock version for younglings. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of where we started for him. Mostly because, you know, he doesn't have his own PC yet, so he's playing on tablet. And we also have it for Switch, and both of those are on Bedrock, so. So we're kind of just gonna be cruising along for a little while. Just making our little bits of progress. And I will be doing, like I said, some of this, quite a bit of this actually, probably offline as well. So when I check in next time, you guys, there will be more progress made. We won't be sitting through this every time forever. Yes, ads. We will be back. I'm just going to keep going while the ads are going because it seems to make the most sense to do that. Speaking of ads, though, I'll go over it after people are back. They should be back in about a minute. But yeah, no joke about Penny and her raid welcoming greeting things. Gotta come up with my own idea, you know? Welcome back from the ads, everyone. Welcome back from the ads. Here we go. I don't know where we are. There we are. All right, we're busting through this. Welcome back. Speaking of ads, I know some of you are back now from the ads. It is September, and the perks for September is no ads, obviously. So if you felt like subscribing, I would not turn it down. Also, seriously, if you're Prime, use your Prime sub, because then Bezos is spending his own money on your subscription. So, you know. Help a jackalope out, yeah? I'm kidding. Like, seriously, if you did support me, that'd be awesome, but it's not required. It's just they're on sale now, so I like to mention it. I still can't think of a greeting, but the outro has been the same for like 2 to 3 years. It's to the point funny, calls people out a little and reminds folks pointedly that they matter. Also, it is really relaxing watching you knock out Rose of the Rock. You know, I thought so. I was hoping, because it's kind of for me relaxing, and I know it's not like the most ingenious of things, but it's like Power Wash Simulator, I think, to me. Just to knock out each row of rocks. Oh, that's a sheep. I thought it was a cloud. I was like, wow, that is a really close cloud, and then it was a sheep. I've seen YouTube videos of creators that are doing this kind of thing, and they they do their speed, they like increase the speed of their video when they're doing this. So it takes like 30 seconds when we all know it took like 8 hours. But they'll do sections where they've cleared out whatever it is that they're doing. Some of the builds I've seen people do have been crazy. Like the world's biggest doghouse, or you know, the craziest escape room, or you know, things like that that they do that are just crazy. I look at it and go, how did you even think of doing that? Some of the things I've seen people build too, like spaceships and all sorts of things. You definitely have to have a good imagination to do this sometimes. So what has everyone else been doing? What have y'all been up to today? I had a massively terrible migraine this morning. I don't know exactly what it was that caused it, but I had one, and that was a wonderful way to start the day. But I feel better now, so get back to Portal Nights, or Discount Minecraft, as I often refer to it, and finish making your base. Well, you know, that should be something that you do. If you want to finish it, you totally should. I have this habit of not finishing things. It's a really bad habit. Whoop, missed. You had a headache for days and you could barely move. It's funny you said it was coffee that stopped the headache and not the painkillers. You know, I have found that that is the case sometimes. Like your body needs the caffeine or something. I don't know. I just saw the beginnings of a lush cave over here. It looks like maybe it's just the glow portions. I don't see any. Because this is the level, what we're standing on right now, that is the level of my floor. So I think if there's anything under it, that's fine. It's just if it's over it that's going to be a little bit of an issue. I'm hoping not. We'll see. Okay. I'm glad you were able to get your headache away, by the way, because headaches are no joke. I think they're one of the most exhausting ways to feel ill. Anything anything pain related. Good night. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. So the boy is really into gold. He really likes all the gold armor and the gold ingots and bricks and all of that kind of stuff that's in the game. He's just fixated on it. So I'm trying to think of how I want to do the maze and like what is in it. I'm thinking maybe there should be some red herrings that kind of lead maybe not in the right direction, or something like that, and maybe there's gold involved with it. So I'm kind of trying to think of that as we go, of what would be a fun way to keep him like engaged in finding the way through. So there has to be something that's good enough to keep him going through it. But also, like, it can't be too easy. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna knock off the top of that so it's all the same level for now. Maybe a vault? Ooh, yeah. That sounds like it would be really good. Maybe I'll have a door. Or maybe I'll have... Maybe I'll have a trap or something that goes off if he goes the wrong... like maybe have some different chests scattered throughout where if he picks the wrong one, like maybe it'll release a bad guy that he has to fight or something. Hmm. My brain is working. That's a pig. I should also probably draw it out so that I know how I'm building it. I'm so glad that I'm doing this in creative mode, like that there actually is a creative mode to do this in. Because could you imagine how many pickaxes you would go through to get this done? And how long it would take if you had to do it with a pickaxe? Oh my gosh. Um, e- oh, that would take forever. Whew. Even thinking about it makes me... All right. We are one row closer. Every time I see the mushrooms, the bright red ones, against the green, for some reason I always feel like it's a bad guy, and I keep like tensing to be attacked. It's just a mushroom. I play too many MMOs, I think. Got a big gravel patch right there. Right here that we kept going through. So yeah, I could have the vault full of gold stuff, and he has to find the vault. Like maybe lots of... just chests. I'm just gonna do... You know what? I'm gonna do chests. I'm gonna do at least a chest. One of the two. So it's a nice big one. I'm just gonna fill it completely full with gold nuggets. I'm just gonna fill it full of gold nuggets. That'll be his pirate treasure. Um, but I think to kind of lead him slightly astray, I might have hallways or areas that are completely gold, and maybe instead of having a treasure chest with gold in it, maybe it's got like rocks or coal or something. Okay, this right here, that moss lets me know that the cave is like right beneath us. So I might have gone just high enough to not have to deal with it. Whoops. There we go. There we go. Got it. I'm hoping that I don't have to deal with a cave. His caves are usually filled with water, and I just don't like dealing with water in this game. I've had to deal with water a couple of times, and it can be frustrating because you have to find like the square, the cube that the water was poured on to get it to stop in some cases, and that was not easy for me to figure out. Like, I discovered there's sponges. Obviously, I found them because there's sponges right there that I'm using. But yeah, my first encounter with water did not go well. I thought it would be a good idea to try and dry up this like section of water that was in a mine that I was trying to do, and I was like, oh, I'll just plug the hole, right? Well, that didn't work, and somehow, I don't know how I managed it, but I managed to block off the area and like fill in this thing, this lake basically. And I filled in the entire thing. And then I broke through, and the water was coming out of the ceiling. So I didn't actually like wreck the lake. I didn't actually stop the lake. I just like put a hat on it. I guess that's the only way I can like describe it, because the water was like coming out of the ceiling, but the ceiling was the rock that I put, and so I could not figure out for the life of me what I had done. But what I had done was not good. It did not do, oops, what I wanted it to do. Okay. Anyway. Now we'll go down, up, down. There we go. Now we're on the right spot. Okay. All that gravel. The gravel, the sound of the gravel right there, it makes me happy. That, for some reason, that sound is pleasing to my ears. Now it's raining. It's raining, it's pouring. So, for those of you that do play Minecraft and have played Minecraft for a while, what is your favorite thing to do in Minecraft? Do you guys do a lot of creative mode building, or do you play a lot of survival? Do you play on servers with other people, or do you tend to play by yourself? What do you do? I am curious. Asking for a friend. That friend's me. I have not played with other people, with except for the boy. I haven't played with anybody else yet. But I've seen like some of the things. Um, I don't know if they're private servers or if they're public realms or what. I don't know, but some of the ways that people have played Minecraft, like creating their kingdoms and their realms and all of this kind of stuff, and I thought that was really cool. I'm wondering what people like to do. I hear an Enderman who's probably having a really bad time right now. Because for dudes that don't like rain about as much as I don't like rain, being outside in the rain is no fun. And also, just to be clear, like, my dislike for rain isn't the rain itself necessarily. Because, I mean, it kind of is. But it's more that it's cold here where I live. It's cold. And it I don't like being out in it because it's cold. And when it starts to rain here, and it gets cold, sometimes the the type of cold it is it also clings because it's humid as well. So it's not just the rain, but like that feeling of just constant moist that you can't get rid of. Like you can go inside, but even then it's just like hot, steamy, gross. And I don't like it. I don't like the rain. Yeah, it's the fogged windows and the mirrors and just the my clothes are wet, my socks are wet, my coat is wet, and you you know, you take your coat off and then you go outside and or you go, you know, you go inside and you go to put your coat back on and it's still damp and you're just like, "Ugh." That's me and my dislike of rain right there. Don't mind me. I'm special. And for those of you that just got back from the ad break, welcome back. We were talking about Endermen and how much they don't like rain and how much I don't also like rain. So me having the Enderman costume on right now while it's raining, big feels for the guys teleporting around. Welcome back from ad break. I really do appreciate y'all sitting through those ads. I know they're not the most fun thing in the world. It does help me though. The ad revenue, unfortunately, is what I kind of rely on right now to get my payouts so that I can buy games and equipment and things like that to be able to stream for y'all. So I do appreciate you sitting through. We are just about done with stream for tonight as well. My weekday streams are going to be a bit on the shorter side. They're going to be about 2 hours long. So that's going to be um, Monday and then Wednesday and Thursday, I believe. Or one Monday and Thursday. Something. It'll be something like that. Tuesdays, I collaborate with Penny, Piston, and Shoopaloop 2. We usually will play either Helldivers or Space Marine 2. Um, Wednesdays, I usually do a collaboration with Penny. Right now, we're working on the Gears of War Reloaded that just came out. Um, I'd never played Gears of War before, so I mean, I played it for like 10 minutes with my ex-boyfriend when it first came out. Okay, that's a thing that's right there. I think that was a gravel pit in there. Um, anyway, Gears of War, that'll be on Wednesday. And then Thursday will be more Minecraft. Friday will be my day off. So I'm going to have Fridays and Saturdays off. And then my long stream is going to be Sundays. And we're going to play starting at 2 p.m. Pacific. And we're going to continue until about 8 p.m. Pacific. So that's where hopefully a majority of the building will come in, and not just clearing away rocks for hours. Because I'll be working on the rocks offline as well, so we're not going to get stuck watching that all the time. So yeah, got about 10 or so minutes more. And then we'll raid out. We'll find somebody else. Yeah, this week on Tuesday, so tomorrow, we're going to come back and I'm going to do some more Minecraft because our collaboration, one of our teammates has a concert they're going to, which is going to be super fun for them. So I'll be back again tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Pacific to do more Minecraft. And then Wednesday, like I said, is my collaboration with Penny, and we're going to do Gears of War. So that's the next couple days. Kind of repeat myself a little bit. It makes sure that y'all have an idea what's up. Fills in people that might have missed it. Before we go, I'm going to go up into the sky and we're going to zoom up and I'm going to see how much progress we made. Because I feel like we've made a lot more progress than I think we have, but I also know that we have a long way to go. Ahem. There we go. Hello. Ooh, a bucket of water gets me 2 emeralds. I just so happen to have a bucket of water. There you go. What else do you have? I could get birch logs or sugar cane, orange dye, a glowstone, or some wheat seeds. Uh, there. I don't need to do any of that because it's creative mode, but you know, he's out here in the rain with his little llamas peddling his wares. The least I can do is buy them. And it brought me joy. So that's what matters, right? Because I mean, if we're being honest, I could just go into the menu and like get a stack of 64 emeralds and do whatever. But it's fine. Alright, this will be the last row that I do. Or column. I don't know. Is this a row or a column? Doesn't matter. But it'll be the last one that I do, and then we'll raid out, and it'll be awesome. So, let's finish this up super quick. Take a peek at what we have done so far. and that'll give us an idea of where to go later. You'll also be able to see the progress that I did offline, because like I said, I'm going to do some of this offline so you don't have to watch the whole thing. And I'm hoping that I can just maybe get it all leveled before I, stream tomorrow night. We'll see. All right, so we have finished up quite a bit today, actually. Wow, we really did. We really did get a lot done. I took out all the trees today, and we cleared out the entire, I'm going to say northern section. If you're looking towards the top, is the north. We cleared out that entire northern section of all the trees, and we cleared out all the western portion of all the trees, and now we're starting from the east, working west to flatten the area. And I feel like we're doing really well getting that done so far. We're also going to fill in all of the patches of dirt. So like on the very east, there's a red patch of dirt. We're going to fill that in. Or I guess it's not dirt, it's granite. But we're going to fill all of that in with stone. So there's a nice stone floor. Um, and it's going to be awesome. It is going to be great. It's a great time so far. We're making this as a maze for the boy, and it's going to be great. So let's take a look and see who we've got to raid, because I want to send you off to someone fun. I might send us off. I might send us off to how long have they been on? They have not been, they're about halfway through their set, I think. I'm gonna send you off to a Philip Huxtabun, who's a DJ for Final Fantasy. Right now they are at uh it looks like they're on Dynamis server on Seraph, or Dynamis data center on Seraph, and they're in Goblet, Ward 24, Plot 45, doing a set at a club. Looks like a rooftop club, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I actually really like this DJ. They're amazing, and I kind of need the tunes to keep working on my Minecraft builds. So I'm gonna send you off to um to Philip Huxtabun, uh, who's a DJ, and he's amazing. I enjoy him a lot. So we're gonna go check them out. I do have a raid message. If anyone is not lurking, if y'all are here and you want to join in on the raid, you can use whichever one you choose to use. If you are interested in joining me on my Discord, you can go ahead and click the link to join my Discord. Just make sure you use the verification, otherwise you'll auto get kicked because we don't want any bad guys in our thing. But anyway, I hope y'all have a great night. Enjoy this DJ because they're amazing. I absolutely love it. They drop some amazing beats, and I really enjoy watching them. So I hope you enjoy watching them as much as I do. Until then, till tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Pacific time for more Minecraft. I will see you all later. Bye.